queuing from your auntie, right?
Yeah. Also, I'm live.
Sorry.
But yes. Thank you.
History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written.
You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, sent him packing. Yeah, we send it niggas back. Don't give a fuck about the past. He hit the pavement, now he napping. You need some shit, just tap, tap, tap. Just know your role and play your part. You're all talk and you're all bar. We see the loser in your heart. So please stop acting like you're smart. We left that loser in a ditch. That's what you get for talking shit. These niggas talking tough for Twitter, but I know you're full of it. Talking about slime, talking about gang. Nigga, you do not have no click. Nigga trying to say I make a mad, but boy, you really make me sick. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account, another transaction.
History is written by the victor. History is filled with liars. If he lives and we die, his truth becomes written.
You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account, another transaction. We count them digits and subtract it. Don't fuck with lanes, don't fuck with facts. Don't care about bitches and distraction. My bank account, another transaction. We caught that nigga, sent him packing. Yeah, we send it niggas back. Don't give a fuck about the past. He hit the pavement, now he napping. You need some shit, just tap, tap, tap it. Just know your role and play your part. You're all talk and you're all bar. We see the loser in your heart. So please stop acting like you're smart. We left that loser in a ditch. That's what you get for talking shit. These niggas talking tough for Twitter, but I know you're full of it. Talking about slime, talking about gang. Nigga, you do not have no click. Nigga trying to say I make a mad, but boy, you really make me sick. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. You told a Glock, that bitch your face. You don't want smoke, get out my face. You niggas ain't rapping, such a disgrace. That boy stay capping, need a cage. Can't walk this darkness in my place. I got cold white inside my.
What is poppin'? We I doing? I'm alright. Did not expect to stream today. We out here. We are out here. Good timing. About to roll up. What's up? Yo, some leak. Tower God and Kubera are going crazy. Nah. But alright, sorry. What? Why did they get called out personally? I don't know. I thought Indra got a W last chapter. He had Vayu looking crazy when he said just like at the beginning. And Vayu was cooking for a bit when he was like, "You gotta talk about this part first." Thank you, Omar. To me, it was crazy when Vayu was like, "I don't think order is necessarily the best possible outcome for this universe." He said, "I'm not really like just Team Brahma, everything Brahma does, and the primeval gods. They don't be swayed by them. They're not it. They're not the answer." And I was like, Vayu has a tendency sometimes to like, or maybe recently, to kind of speak his actual mind and truth, but he never acts on it. He only speaks. I need him to take some action. That's what I need. And Indra was watching the whole time. The whole time. If I can talk all that talk, when is he gonna act on it? That's kind of where I'm at with Lo. Like, sorry guys, but I haven't been sick in like a decade. Like, I think I was 21 the last time I was sick. So when I tell you that shit beat Pete to stuffing out of me when I got back, I was by the way, the reason I wasn't here Monday was I was in the natural world. I was in the wilderness, frolicking in the trees and whatnot, so I wasn't around. But yeah, what's up, Lizard? Indra a devious nigga, fucking, but I respect it. It's getting to that point for me where it's like, I don't like him, I can't rock with him, but he is who he is, but I can't come around to that side, you know. Ain't that what Brahma told Indra when she said if he was gonna step up and be king of gods? It's actually a good point. Best TOG chapters in years? Yes, Tower God was also very good. We'll talk about that whenever. Wow, as soon as I type, it's a hard drip, King Leisure. Glam, if you want to hop in, let me know. I have my headphones here just in case you were around. If you want to hop in and talk about the Kubera chapter, because I do have thoughts. And your boy Vayu, he needs to start acting on what he's saying and not just talking. He needs to take the action now. He needs to walk the walk. But difference is Indra is plotting something. Vayu is sitting there with his thumb up his ass. Indra isn't plotting ish. I like that in Clarigum's blog. I think at the end it said if you can't something, justify it. And it had Indra with like his hand out, and then she said that Indra wears that outfit and that hoodie simply for comfort. But when he wants to look like more regal and like keep his like, I guess, godly disposition amongst the people and his reputation, he dresses differently. Have we ever seen Indra not in his hoodie though? I don't remember. I know one time he lightening up and it looked like his hair was longer and he's like in a robe. But yeah, you have. My favorite panel was the Brahma panel, the one where and when they were saying and when Lee's put together that the order that was protecting Yama was Brahma. You give her credit. Because Vayu had to talk around it when he was talking about how Yama has the highest authority when it comes to death, the underworld, and the list. Right? But only he has the right to actually tell you your date of death. Yes, there's some magicians and people who are associated with Yama who can see lifespans, but if he does not give you that permission, you may be able to talk about it and see it, but you don't have the permission or the right to tell them December 13th, 2064, 4 o'clock, you're dead. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Glad you coming? I don't know if you're in Discord already. I opened it just in case. Let me know. Where was I? Indra's plans be so half-assed. He don't even got no fire planning. Brahma was exceptional. Need more of that. Vayu coming around from being a weenie. I think he's gonna get out of his shell soon. When he goes full lightning mode, bruh. Hey, I'm just saying, Brahma low-key saving your mans. Listen, don't worry about Yama. This is not that was not the argument to get me on Brahma's side. I don't like her. I don't care. It's all Yama, okay? Cali really makes everyone's lives harder. Yama goes through a lot. Yeah. All right, come through, bro. Yeah. But shout out to my guy. He's still the GOAT. He's still the GOAT, bro. What the hell is that? Let me put my headphones on. But yeah. No, I thought the chapter was good. I'm sorry I couldn't be live for it, but I promised myself we were going to talk about it. So yeah. Dropping it to say SIU's locked in. It was a really good chapter. I got a few things to say about it. What it do?
I'm beating Mario Wii as we speak.
Okay. Yeah, I actually did have fun with that game with my friends. We all played together, so it was pretty cool.
I'm not gonna cap, this Bowser fight so far sucks ass.
Oh, the one where you're just running through the bricks?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's more chaotic with 4 people, though. But you're right, it was easy as fuck. How you doing, G?
I'm doing good.
Bro, I got sick like the first time in a decade. I forgot how it's like to be sick. I forgot this sensation. It beat my ass on Tuesday and Wednesday.
You got to deal with being sick. I had to deal with cringe from other human beings today, so you know it equals out.
Well, fair enough. Cringe is not the wave. I just realized that I only have thing up here, but I'll add it in a second. But dude would be unstoppable if he wrote a prequel of some kind. Who, SIU? I always spin Lisa's short life on her span her summoning Kubera twice when most people can't even summon a god once. SIU writing BAM versus SIU. Wait, SIU writing BAM versus SIU writing flashbacks is like 2 different people. It is honestly. It really is. I don't know what be going on anymore, but I just think the good with the bad is right. But I talked about the last chapter. What do you think? I couldn't react to it live. Put it on Patreon.
Well, that shit was fire. The minute we got the Brahma stuff was amazing, but I really do think Lisa's conversation with Vayu was the best part of the chapter, because there was plenty of points where it's like, it really does feel like that Vayu emotionally finds himself in between a rock and a hard place versus what he thinks is the correct course of action for the universe as a whole, and what he thinks is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
So even though like the conversation with Indra is totally indicative of that, because he's like, I don't approve of, what was it, like the methods or the path forward is correctly the correct one we should do, but I'm gonna listen to Brahma anyway because I have no other like reason not to.
Yeah. And he kind of asked, I think Indra said something along the lines of friggin', yeah, I'm following with the plan and I believe in it, kind of thing.
Yep.
So,
but Indra's just coping. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's coping so hard because he's an insecure little bitch over the fact that he's not actually in charge of anything.
Yep. SIU's writing with the family heads is consistently really good. For the most part, I agree. Like 85% of the time. So yeah. But seeing Vayu make that face after he was like, whatever happened at the beginning, I was like, oh no.
He really wants to swing on Indra or Brahma or somebody, but he just like can't.
I know.
That's the vibe it gets to be.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to crash out at some point.
It's just.
I might have to crash out. Honestly, he's got to go. My favorite part of the chapter was Lee's talking to Yuta while he was pretending to be asleep and listening to her.
Oh, that was fire. That was fire.
It was hilarious, but my only question was, how long were they there if she got to that large-ass number? You could have stopped on, like, day 20, bro.
That dude is a simper's simp, boy. He was like, oh, she just yapping? Let's go.
He said, I'm fake sleep, bro. Day 64. Yuta and Lee's go on a picnic in the forest. I'm like, Doc, wake your ass up and let's leave. Because she's like, I don't know how long I've been here. I'm swinging. My muscles aren't getting any stronger. Like, how long were you there? How long were you fake asleep? Remember, the human's lifespan and your lifespan, is, you have to look at time the same. Like, for Utah, that probably felt like a day. So, yeah. I don't know how long they were there, though. Indra knows he's a bum and can't do anything about it. As Indra's #1 fan, if Vayu swings at him, I will clap, and Vayu's been on my bad side since Mira summoned him. I think at some point he's gonna do what he truly believes he should do, but
if he doesn't switch up, I think it'll be very odd. Because Kurigan's put a lot of time into like the positive aspects of his life that he's lost. Mm-hmm. So like there's no reason for this dude to not just completely go to what our, well, I should say our, in quotes, side is.
Every time someone is in a white space, it's a really long time. That's what I'm saying. Like, when did he wake up? Like, what day? Why were we on, like, 1123 or 22? And then she skipped a day. Like, I would have been hella mad. I won't lie to you. Like, yo, you was up. You was awake. You would have punched her to cut a death us. And then I would have opened the portal. Do you think we're actually going back to N23, though, the present time?
No, I don't. I actually think we're going to a time that's much more interesting than they wouldn't expect to go to.
Okay.
I think we're going to Alarv at the moment when Yaksha and Ashra are fighting and Yaksha's about to die.
Okay.
Because that explosion at the poles is like something's going on up there.
It also looked very similar to like the other side of the story and like the way, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got Yaksha vibes from it. Like I didn't really know, how I was gonna word it or whatever, but like I think I'm in agreement with that. That's interesting though. So I'm like, when are we going back to the present? Like back to
I think
reality.
It's way too early to go back to the present time, just off of only 2 arcs away. One of them was like, and we haven't even gone that far back in either time period either.
That's fair. You think N23 is coming to an end though? I mean, N20. Sorry.
Oh 23,
yeah. Sorry.
I think we'll be done in the next chapter or so.
I said N23, but I meant we're on the 23rd chapter of N20. But yeah. Do you legitimately think that this is like the Utah that she sent there and like he's okay right now, or do you think like
yes,
the end?
Yeah,
okay.
I think he is.
Okay. I was wondering, like, ever since that thing crawled into his chest when Kinaravata put him in the little tree thing, I just every time I look at him, I'm squinting my eyes like that's weird, that's suspicious, like every time. Imagine if they go to the time where he actually is being killed.
I think that's gonna happen, and I think. I haven't. I don't know if you and I have spoke about this in any stream before, but I kind of feel to a certain extent it's sort of imperative for Lise to meet him, so she can play more into Rand's plotline, given how important Rand is to her,
and how important he is to Yaksha and the Yaksha clan, and
just how important.
Hanuman. No, but to fully be enraptured inside of Rand's story and whatnot, you'd have to know more about Yaksha. I get what you're saying.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes total sense to me. Utah speaking with his mouth was crazy. Utah scared me. What's inside of it? What happened? What crawled in him, bro? I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm ready to throw him away. I don't like it. Nah, keep him around. I think what else did I really like? I liked how she deduced exactly what was happening with Yama and Order protecting him. And fair enough, yeah, Order is protecting my boy, but listen, don't worry about that. Fuck her. Okay? She's just a Cali
That's
hater.
real villainy right there, boys. Real shit. That's my girl.
Cali Mo better.
Hey, man. She don't got panels like that. That's all I'm saying.
She had the Yiddies out once. Hold on, she on the screen right now. In Utah's body. Let Yama breathe. That's what I was saying. Like, let him cook. Because, like, I felt like from the previous chapter or 2 chapters before, it made it seem like he would have definitely, like, expanded her lifespan or whatever.
He probably would have been helping Lise out a ton, given his nature.
But, yeah. But the interesting thing was that, obviously, we know why he can't, so it's cool. Mm-hmm. But what I also found interesting was, what did it say exactly? You know what? I'm about to pull it up. I don't remember. Give me a sec. But, yeah. It's honestly a great chapter, and I really wish I was live for it. Oh, that she would have had higher authority and jurisdiction over Death and Underworld and the list and whatnot if she had gotten to that universe before he became a 5th Zen. And he said, oh, you glowed up too quick. You were too late. Too late. He's too nice. He's too nice. I don't care. He's my favorite. I don't think he's gonna change. Something crazy would have to happen with like Agni or something, or like the God of Earth, for me to like flip. But I don't see it happening. I think it's Yamato.
It'd have to be like Agni dies for Brilith or some shit like that for it to happen.
And then Kurigam inserts me into the story and passes it around to me, and then the Agni becomes. He said the only person I wanted to be with is Nyamings, and then I'm like, all right. That's the best guy. He knew what he was doing. He was cooking. But yeah, let my guy breathe though, for real. And then that's what it was. Well, how did you feel about Vayu saying like, yeah, order's not the way, but you having all those chaos items and whatnot, chaos isn't the way either. So what is he really saying in your opinion?
I mean, the minute I heard that, I was like, this sounds like Ananta and Kubera's plan. Just saying. Just like get rid, because he also talked about the primevals suck, basically.
Yep, he's like they will not fix it. They are ass.
Yes, I don't think Vayu knows what the plan is that we've all speculated that Kubera and Ananta and possibly Rao have cooked up. But I think he might have come to that conclusion on his own, and I don't think it's very far-fetched to say that other gods also have that opinion. Like Agni, I don't think is far off from having that take. Mm-hmm. And given the end of what occurred with Chandra and Kadru and Lila and Brahma when she pulled up on Chandra, I don't think Chandra's very far off from having that take either.
Mm-hmm. He said you said tomorrow I can't read. Welcome. Okay, Vayu said Yama doesn't trust Lee's because she's wearing Kali's items and is interested in Kali's son. Is that how you interpreted it though?
That was that too.
Is that did it actually say he didn't trust her?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't remember that. I thought it was more so like because all of her items and weapons, she's so close to chaos that is dangerous for him, so he can't do anything about it. But
I think it was even more so that she's the pawn of, or the card rather, of more than one god.
Yeah. Okay.
And Kali is one of them.
It's true.
So it's hard. So we know Kubera's one, and I think it's also implied that the other one is Agni, because there's 3 of them that are. I think Vayu even says you're the pawn of like 3 gods at the same time. Mm-hmm. So there's probably some weird middle ground that Yama feels, because he has largely positive feelings towards Agni, only negative feelings towards Kali, and Kubera it's hard to really tell.
Yeah.
Because the only interaction we have with them is when they pulled up on Aravata.
Yeah.
Or Kanara, rather.
Yeah, when they were yep. Destruction is the way. Shut out Shiva. Just turn it all to ash. Just destroy it all. I don't know, but I honestly like. I'm getting to the point with Kubera that when the chapter ends, I'm legitimately pissed off. That's how you know I'm really getting invested. Where I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? Because I think even in my live reaction, if you're on page 20 side, I'm like, this chapter is actually pretty wordy. It's kind of long, right? And then like 6 pounds later, it was done. I'm like, God damn it, I need more. I don't think Agni is a player. He is also just a card. Elaborate.
His personality would suggest that, but there's statements made in season 2 and I think 3 that suggest that Agni does have a vested interest in what Lise is doing. Mm-hmm. But also it feels like Agni doesn't really understand the gravity of the situation at all. Because what I think is more likely here, Pentagena, is that Agni has made Lise his card out of just genuine care for her well-being and nothing else that's happening.
It's not some grand plan for the universe or whatever, yada yada. Okay.
Because it's very clear Agni cares about her way more than other humans, even to a certain extent Brilith. Like, he goes out of his way to help Lise.
Mm-hmm. He's the second best god. He was admin, not god. I think the third is Garuda, but always ready to be wrong with this story. Fair. Maru is cool. I do like Maru. Maru grew on me and Glam during the whole Ravana thing when they were in the she got her thing. Shout out to Maru. She was successor.
I don't think there's a single bad destruction attribute character, to be quite. Oh well, Talith, he fucks the whole thing up, but you know.
Okay, true. When Agni was talking to Lise about players and cards, he said he is also just a pawn.
In the grand scheme of things, I think he might be. But
I don't necessarily mean that he's literally somebody's card, but just like he's a cog in the machine. I mean, I'm not mad at your interpretation, but I hear you. yeah, I feel this on Agni caring about Lise as a person more. Yeah, so he's gonna pick her under her wing. And you could even see it a lot with the whole stuff with Mirha, Bug Legs.
As soon as Lise was in any kind of danger, Agni was so fucking aggro. Because we even remember when Kubera was happening. Now we're like, Jesus Christ. Agni's getting a little like more aggressive than usual right now.
Mm-hmm. He's a good dude. Maru actually having character was surprising. She's fire.
Oh God. Oh God.
Not, like no one would have been mad if it didn't happen, but it did, and we respect it.
The exact same thing with Kamadu. It's
Yes.
the exact same fucking thing.
I was ready, like, oh, just like a guy in the clan, like cool, you know. And it's like, no, he's raw. It's fuck.
Raw. Shessa's dad, maybe.
Yeah.
Kanara's like #1 lover. Like, what the fuck is happening?
Fucking took the arm off, blitzed through the like who is? He knows something about Kanara, the original version. Like, who is this nigga? He's mad important. So yeah, nah. Shout out to him though. Shout out to Kamadu. I think you're right. Ultimately, I don't think we're going to the present time. I just kind of like. Can I see what's going on? Like, I need to know what's going
We're
on.
fiending, but like,
I know. We gotta be patient. We gotta be patient. Kamadu for king. That's what's up. Not mad at that. Kamadu for king.
if we're right about Yaksha being there, then we're in for a meal of a different sort. Because if Yaksha's there, we're all gonna lose our fucking minds.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, oh man. And because then there's the other thing. If she ever meets Ananta in the past, brother.
Oh,
brother,
that's gonna be I'll be insane.
Because we still got to get the one where she meets Kubera in the beginning, that he talks about. Remember, he talks about in the Finite.
Yep. I was talking to Glam about this earlier, but it's a bit of a time travel fatigue for me. I really want to see present time. I get it, but
see, I felt that in the middle of the arc. Now the possibility of Yaksha just completely wipes that away for me. Like if I'm getting my mans, I can't be mad at it. That's the problem.
I was just reminded of something I wanted to say. Who do you think Vayu was referring to about the previous user of the Sword of Ray when she's like, was there another person who used to do this in time travel? You think it was Rao?
I think it might be the first wheel there.
Okay.
I
thought that line was probably a little like it stood out to me. I thought it was very significant. I was wondering like, who?
I'm not sure. I think it could equally be just a world building, like, oh, somebody else has used this before, and
that's why they know maybe what they can do and stuff like that.
Yeah,
makes sense. But I know we still got to see Lise go through her stuff. Yaksha will be awesome for real.
We still ain't got the Time Lord moment from her perspective either.
Yaksha is the cure for all diseases. I love that.
And when she opens the portal up from Maruna in the past, still haven't got that either.
That's true. That Yaksha theory is fire. I'd be down.
If we could get Yaksha versus Ashura on Valarv, dog. See, can you imagine how? I swear to God, if Kurgan writes that in a certain way, me and I are in tears when Yaksha dies. Like, if we see it, boy. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Bao, while you're here, because you're here, I want to do a top 30 Kubera characters list. I'll think in 20, maybe 30. I don't know. I'll think about start thinking about your favorite like 30 characters and order it. We gonna do that. I gotta lock back in, yo. I have not been here this summer for streaming. Uploading, one thing you can never get mad at me about, I upload. You get the 4 to 5 videos every week, but bro, I was bad I was outside. So, but yeah, we gonna lock back in. Is it clocked and locked? Yeah, I was locked out, but now I'm gonna lock in. Wait, hold on. Oh, the Sword of Re is interesting. Didn't God Kubera draw the sword instead and give it to Lise? Then Lise time travels to get the sword in the Yaksha time? Yeah, I remember she did not pull the sword out herself. That is true.
I think she did, actually.
Did she?
On a pedestal. Yeah.
I feel like a god just pulled it out and he gave it to her. You can't see my
really
guy
certain she pulled it out because Maruna was gonna do it, and then she's like, "No, I'm the one that actually owns this. You shouldn't have to bear the burden," or something like that.
Lo said Kubera pulled it out, but do you mean Kubera Lise? I'm kidding. God Kubera drew the sword first, but Lise did draw it again later. Okay. Tilda supremacy. Y'all gonna see me hype up ID. It's been a while since I got the gush. That was my first love. You never forget your first love.
Yeah, like Star's right. Like Kubera drew it first when she's taking the test of the sword. Like the sword, because I think it's chronologically at that point when the sword is in that pedestal, when Maruna and Rand see it. I think that's shortly after Callie throws it down after the fight with Shiva.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's actually supposed to be canonically Lise is technically speaking the first wielder of it, but isn't like the first recorded wielder of it. Okay. Remember, she didn't pick it up initially out of the pedestal because Kubera just gave it to her, and then she was able to wield it just fine, which means that she would have already had ownership of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when you initially read that scene, you first think it's like, oh, because they share the name. I don't think that's the case at all. I think it's because, chronologically speaking, in the sword's lifespan, Lise is the first person to pick it up.
That makes sense. So, God Kubera somehow gave up ownership, something we don't know how he did. That shit to this day.
Somebody with a high enough transcendental value can just pick it up. It doesn't even matter if you're the owner or not.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to see where this portal takes them. We'll have to see.
Bro, if it's Yaksha versus Ashura.
Ashura on Demon Time, bro.
Oh, I need it.
It's going to hurt, but it's got to be done. Life is pain. Choose your suffering. I'm here for it, though. I think you have me hyped now. Like, I was ready to go back to N23, but all right, let's do it. More Yaksha. What did Panther gotta say? Yaksha is the cure for all diseases? Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Literally, because he started giving up parts of his body like Jambavon did.
I was just about to add that part.
Yeah. When
she was curing people with this parts of her body, like, yo, shout out to the king of domestic violence. Lise pulled it out in the past with Maruna, so she became the owner. Kubera pulled it out in season 2 during the test of the sword, but he was nameless, so that's probably why he didn't become an owner. Because his name was okay. He's actually one of the most tragic characters. Well, one of the most, yeah, absolutely. I still feel like, although we didn't see everything, you could always argue with Sananta because everything he's had to do as a time axis for so long and how many times he's tried to rewrite things when the scroll was black. But a lot of these characters are tragic, though, for sure. Absolutely. Bro, I will never forget that. I looked at the scroll and I said, bro, this shit is black. Just rewrite over rewrite over rewrite over rewrite. Can't even make out the letters or words of what's happening anymore. Shit just black. I'm like, yo, good dude, deepest, darkest, blackest foot.
Deepest, darkest, blackest page.
And all I could think was, Anata, how many times? Oh my God, bro. You see, you couldn't give me this job. I'm not trying that hard. It's like, oh, this planet will blow up if you don't do this. I'll try like 10 things. It's like, well, guess what's meant to be. And I'm moving on. I'm gonna put out the praying hands, put out a tweet, and I'm out of here. Rest in peace, Will Live. Then I'm out. Like, you know? So. Oh, God. As soon as I found out what was going on with the scroll, I felt my heart crack. On God, bro. I'll never forget Naya's reaction. The paper was black. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, it was crazy. That man was suffering. But yeah, a lot of these characters, though. A lot of them. Just a question. Are we still a week behind, technically?
I'm not sure.
Like, I feel like there was a week where we didn't get one for some reason. Like, a few weeks ago, like maybe 4 to 5, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. But yeah. How many times? Now, when Vishnu said Ananta is now the new time axis, I would have been pissed if I was him. It's like, hold on. I read my the Gus Dang gimmick with V's like you have to record history. Like, who said I wanted to do all that? Who told you? Who told you that? Hola mi corazón. Like, who told you that? Who said I wanted to do all those things? I don't want that job, nigga. That's what I'm saying. There's no amount of money that's gonna make me want to do that or whatever. You do this and you get all you want in life. Nah, bro, I'm good. This is not it. Would you do it, Glam?
Hmm?
Would you be a time axis?
Fuck no. Fuck no. The amount of failure, Jesus.
I also am one of those people who's like, if there's two powers I actually would never want, one with a caveat, but still I don't think I want it. I don't want to be a mind reader, especially if I can't turn it off. I don't want to read minds. I don't want to hear it. I don't want your fucking weird thoughts, and I don't want to hear how much everyone secretly hates me. Two, I'm not interested in time traveling in any capacity. I'm not fucking with the timeline, bro. It is what it is. Like, what happens happens. I'm not fuck. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to travel through it. I'm good. I'm in the present. So that's just me. So I wouldn't want to do it. Anata can't even end the universe himself. I know he said all right then. Well,
He can't
F
even
it.
commit suicide. Like, what the fuck?
Save state. That man has a save state, bro. Teleportation would be dope. That I have no problem with. But I'd probably still take super speed over it. If I could be like the Flash. Teleportation goated. Just give me that and I'm chilling. I feel it. I'm not mad at it. Give me the speed force. All to myself. I'm killing every speedster. I'm hogging. No, I'm kidding. Flight a big no for me too without invincibility. I think that makes sense, honestly. Because if you could just fly, it's cool, but like you're human as fuck. So if you fall from too high, you're Dunsky. And if you don't have like the superhuman strength to like handle the thin oxygen air, the thin oxygen up there and stuff like that, it's gonna be a hard time for you. So I feel it. There's certain power sets that go together. I understand that. Just give me Garuda's wings. I feel it. Anywho, and what if you can't land? What do you mean you can't land? Oh, if you suck at landing, okay, like flying a plane. I feel it. Anywho, we gotta see what's gonna happen with this story. I guess we're not going back to the present. I think N20 is probably gonna wrap up in the next several chapters. We'll move on to the next arc, next chapter. Don't know what's gonna happen, man. I don't know what's gonna happen, but
Yeah, jump through some portal into the middle of some shit, boy. Like, you're like, oh fuck, this is not what we wanted.
Yep. By the way, if Kubera does get Anata's name, do you think he becomes the next time Axis? She does
It's
have
really
his name.
impossible for him.
She
Well,
has.
even if he-
She has the name though.
I think he's meeting the god.
Oh, that's my bad. Sorry.
It's literally impossible for him to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
No,
granted,
it's not your fault, bro. I should know better. My bad.
I think we've talked about this before, where it's possible that he is, or that he is sharing it with Lee's to a certain extent.
No, I don't foresee him becoming the next time Axis. I think it's gonna be Lee's, if anything. She's the number one candidate on my list. It's the best way for me to put it.
Yeah.
Could be someone else at some point, but I think it's gonna be her. And that she's gonna be the one last god, bro, or the one true god. I always think about that scene with her, the god of Earth, talking. When they could, oh god, and me and you have been begging for this moment for how long to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Rao stuff, even though we got Mickey Rao kind of, but like still, like that was powerful.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
That was powerful, bro. Could be Clary.
She about to.
I would vote for Clary.
Jesus.
Fuck, don't make me laugh so hard. Oh god, it hurts. Everything hurts. But yeah, Chief's like, huh? They go, who? Nah, that'd be funny though. But yeah, I ended up giving it like I think a 9. I can't lie to you. The panel of Rama wrapping her arms in that like ethereal around Yama. That was the panel. Still, that was the panel.
That's the one.
I
swear to God, Kurigan been like going out of her way to just give Brahma all the aura panels. I swear to God.
Because even that one after that, where she just looking with the bubble gun, I'm like, bro.
Yes.
That is ambience. That is aura.
Like, this bitch just has motion anytime she's in a panel now. It's crazy.
Yep. They said Brown looking kind of sweet in that panel. I wish I was Yama in that panel. I want to do a Yama cosplay secretly. I'm ready to do it. Have my list, robe, chest out, put a wig on. I'm out there. I'm out there. Originally, I was thinking Agni, but I might have to go with the gray over the red. Yeah. But yeah. All right, I don't know what else. What else you have to? Anything else you think we forgot to mention? Even if it's something else, just something else, just related to
We're
it.
cooking right now.
Hell yeah, we're in great form.
We narrowly escaped pacing woes. Now we're back on track.
Yep. It's only when God Kubera's not there. She got aura. My Earth God made her look goofy
Oh,
in
I
N23. Shit.
I mean, at this point, I think Kubera might have the most aura of any character in the series. Like, this dude pulls up, and it's like, holy fucking shit, what's about to happen every time?
And you know what adds to his aura? The fact that he could come and he's like white hair, and then he gets the golden glow.
Yes.
Like, nah, he's clean. He's clean. He's always
And
clean.
it's like,
bro.
every time he pulls up now, I'm going to think ominous and dreadful,
Dreadful.
in my head every time. It's like, nah, dude, this dude's got too much.
Yep. Thank you for the subscription. We should curse these ads. Yeah. I don't even know what I gotta like look at this. Every time I open Twitch, something new's happening. I'll be lost. But I gotta go through some stuff. Also look out for my One Piece Glaze video next week. It's so shameless. It is so shameless, but I did it anyways. I wanted to test something. Just had to test something. Nah, the Golden Globe with Kubera is iconic. It really is. Cause like he could come like royal blood and boom, glistening, dipped in butter. I'm like, bro, don't stunt on me. Just stop. You're taking all the. Anyways, not gonna lie. The moment I saw Lee's have the same name as Anata, I knew the god was gonna cook. I feel it. Kubera is the god of aura. What the do rocks and boulders have to do with the dimension?
Oh, and also just flying. Dude can just, like, why is flight his power and not Bayu's?
Fair. One Piece glazed donut video. Yeah, I'm testing something. It's for my other channel though, the Young Paperwork one, the detective one. I think it's good though. I think it's coming. I think it's pretty good though, but it's shameless because I definitely don't feel that way right now. But cool. All right. I don't know if you want to stick around for thing, but I'm gonna transition.
You got TOG. Plus, Bao's playing Wukong right now, so
Okay.
slurp that up a bit.
Oh yeah, I gotta get on that.
Sure.
the voice. I know.
Any day you're playing that, I'm here. It don't matter what time it is.
I'm gonna be there. Now the voice. You know, like the voice that I do for the detective thing.
Yeah.
Someone I know hates it. They're like, don't do that voice. Stop. And I'm like, I don't know why I ended up sounding like some southern drawl, man. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna have a better voice.
This case, I've lost my trucker hat.
I'm like, why do I sound like that? All right. You take
Catch you
care.
later, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
After rereading season 1, I smiled at Golden Kubera. According to Lee's, he's straightening his hair so he doesn't go bald. Then when God Kubera said humans can't bring out the power of the name like gods and Suras can, I knew Kurgan was gonna set up God Kubera with some crazy ish. That's a fact. To be fair, I think all the gods can fly. I would like it if Kubera was just hovering in a rock midair. That could work too. I wouldn't hate that. But okay. Let's transition to this tower. If anyone here was here for just the Kubera talk, I appreciate it. But I do have a few things I do want to say about the Tower of God chapter because I did like it. And again, I wish I was live on camera to talk about it. But we're here now. We take the good with the bad. And I'm actually going to start with something that I don't think a lot of people care about. And it's the conversation with Gustang and Traumeré. But here's the thing. Stay with me now. Follow me. Based on everything that we had seen with Traumeré and Gustang, did you ever think there was a moment where Traumeré was the one guiding him, giving him advice, telling him what he should do when he was lost? Especially with how intellectually solid that man is? No. And I feel like no one's talking about that. And I know no one is. I think I'm the only person that cares. Where I'm like, you taking advice from Traumeré? Traumeré's like, Gustang's like, bro, what are you doing here? And he was like, the news even reached me, so I came to help. Here's what you should do. Saying like you need to soar higher and get away from the trifles. And I was like, and Gustang was like, all right, if you can do it, do it. And I'm looking at him like, okay, this is the most interesting thing about these two guys' relationship that I have fucking seen, bar none. That was unexpected. Nope, Traumre seemed less mature than Gustang, but seeing him speak with Zahar, Traum moved were different. And for a split second, I don't think this is the case, but for a split second, I wondered if his maturity kind of fluctuated with his power. So if his hair is long and he has all his creatures in him, he's like more mature and less mature. I don't think that's the case, but I had that thought for a second. Because he was honestly moving and talking different. Where he's like, you need to distance yourself from these insignificant creatures and just worry about writing the story that will inspire the next generations of trifles, vermins, bugs that will follow in our footsteps and whatnot. And I'm like, this is crazy to me. But after the peak was Zahar, yeah. And then him going to the Zahar for the red dump. The red dump is a crazy name. Did Arvin scans, if anyone read Arvin scans, did they call it something different? Because garbage dump and red dump is a crazy name. I don't think I like it that much, but do you think that that's the thing that might replace possibly like the red light district? I've seen some people say something like that. There actually is a little theory I want to read for you guys from Streetorius. We'll get there, but yeah. I think Traumre was trying to be a good friend in a messed up way, like he was trying to help for real. I know, but it's just like based on the way Gustang is moving, how he is, and how I see him. I know that he's like supposed to be the smartest person. I was just like, for you to really listen to this man in that fashion truly shocked me. Like, because I half minded be like, bro, shut up. You don't know what I'm dealing with. Traumre is smarter than he appears. He did outsmart Aguero. He's the best at chess, and now he was giving advice to Gustang. He is smarter than he seems, for sure. I hope they still call it the red light district, but the family had to call it the red dump. Perhaps. No, trauma ulterior motives. I feel like he did it to maybe strengthen his Shinwan Ryu or give it some type of different property or something. I do think there was more to it than just trying to help Gustang. But the crazy part was Gustang felt guilty. And Traumer's like, well, that's a pity. And didn't really care. That was just Gustang being desperate to try to help his wife. You know what? Obama, I didn't think about that. I didn't add that to the soup. I think you're right. I think because it was Eurasia Blossom related, I definitely think there was an elevated sense of like emotional turmoil within him because that's literally his wife and the mother of his child. So that's right. So maybe he was much more susceptible to bad information or a bad idea if it would help her get out of this rut and trouble. Now, what do you guys think happened? Because those dumb motherfuckers was crispy. Because I thought maybe she did the accelerated Shinsu thing and destroyed the whole floor, I guess accidentally. And then some of the people who were commenting said she still acts like a child. She's a petulant child. So I wonder what her maturity level is. Like, a lot of interesting questions were honestly raised that I thoroughly enjoyed. And, sorry, ever since the God of Guardians, God damn it. Ever since the God of Guardians was talking about returning to Shinsu and becoming more malicious and whoop-de-whoop, blah-de-blah, thank you. Oh my God. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Never mind. I thought what I was saying. Oh! I was talking about no, I don't remember. The sneeze fucked up my brain. It hurts so much. I also see it as a difference in resolve as Gustang is questioning himself because of the situation. But Trump's narcissism is very high at this point. He's giving down about bugs. Bless you, thank you. Look like pink flames. Shinsu moves so fast to cook them. That's what I was thinking. Maybe like, what does someone accelerating Shinsu make you look like after? Do you disintegrate into dust, the nothingness? Your molecular makeup just, I don't know, like, do you vanish? Do you get crispy because it's like mad fast friction from time? I don't know. Yeah, that was crazy. I was hoping to get. Oh, don't think I didn't see how you're in. Oh, I saw you in that panel. It was Gustang Traumre, somebody in the front, and right in that back, somebody looked just like Yuri. Don't think I ain't see that. I saw that. You think he was hiding in the bag? How you're in? We seen you. Them pigtails can't be missed. Facts. So yeah, that was incredible. I like that. I do think she should probably be more properly introduced in. Oh, that's what I was talking about, the morality thing. Traumre is a bad dude. Oh, is a probably more of a bad dude than we even initially thought. But here's the crazy thing. I honestly thought that in this chapter, he was trying to make Gustang seem as a more sympathetic, someone we can empathize with a bit more. It's not, like, personally for me, I think in my video you guys saw it, if you saw it, I called him a coward regardless, and I didn't absolve him of any of the mistakes and him constantly running away from the truth. However, I do think SIU painted him in a different light. I was thinking blood matter. He looked kind of swole, but I wasn't sure. It could be like maybe Kuna Dewan's arm or something. I'm not sure. So yeah, who was that swole ass arm next to that? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you guys know I'm trying to see Hendo, so that would be fire for me if I got that chance. But it remains to be seen. I will be patient. But yeah, interestingly enough, as I've been peeling back the layers of these two characters, it almost looks like Gustang is the family head. SIU made not insert. SIU made the family heads that we've seen so far. Gustang actually seems like he's possibly the best one. Because even the random commoners that were coming up to him after Blossom did what she did, they were like, "You're not like the rest of them." And even Traumray was like, "I wish you would distance yourself from them." So I don't know if it's just because of the role that he plays, he has to constantly be there, or maybe because he does workshop stuff, but he seems to be maybe the family head that most people in the tower see. Right? I will be sad if Hendo was that small. Hendo could be compressed. I think he can compress. I think he's supposed to be 13 meters based on the blog post, something like that, but or maybe taller. I can't remember. But he could just be doing the rack and Evankel gimmick. What's up, Sarade? What's going on? He said it was because he wanted their history to be recorded the right way. He wanted to inspire the next generation, but and then was it Traumray who told him, if you tell the truth, it'll never be like that. You gotta cap, you gotta lie, you gotta absolve us of all our wrongdoings. And then they said that they started the second ancient era. So they almost like destroyed the past of all the things they did not want. The people, the machines, the shamans, the history. And they threw it all in the dump. And then kind of hit a small reset. History is decided by the victors. Absolutely. Just trying to get away from the thing news. I think I saw that you got arrested. I haven't followed it. I haven't followed up though, but that dude sound like a monster, so good. Yeah, calendar reset. So no, honestly, okay. Oh, I guess I'll just mention this because I personally got a kick out of this. You'll see it in the live reaction, especially if you're on the Patreon. Hold up. Hugo, Material Girl, Material Girl, Hugo. Yo, why was her and Mikkel having a pose off? That was a JoJo fight, bro. You guys were taking the JoJo fight. Hugo came. Mikkel was like, I'm like, bro, why are they posing on each other? Why they stanced up? this is a JoJo fight, nah. These niggas was posing. I loved it. I loved it for no reason. And then he said, what did he say? You're not even a prevalent theme. You're like a nobody. And then he said like curl and whatever. And he's like, isn't the world cruel and twisted? And he like made her contort on some. You remember when spoilers for Avatar Korra first season? 3, 2, 1. Remember when Amon was doing his bloodbend? Not Amon. Amon's dad, I think his name was. I can't remember his name right now. Was doing the thing on the Aang, and Aang was like, Avatar mode, like yip motherfucker, like her contorted like that made me. He said twist, yeah. He said, isn't the world like crooked and whatever? Nah, he flexed. Mikkel's secretly saucy. Oh, and most importantly, he's the perversity of Gustang. So like Dumas, he's a scripture that has a characteristic of the family head's personality or whatever the case may be, and that's why I think he had access possibly to this knowledge, which makes me think, if Gustang makes you a scripture and gives you his perversities, austerities, whatever, does that mean you are connected with him more? You get his memories more? You like, how does that work exactly? Because did Gustang literally tell him this? Like, why does he know that? I found that to be very, very interesting. Yeah, Khan, thank you. Michael was a real dark twist. Mark said that all the flashbacks of Gustan connect to the personalities we see in the librarians. In the librarians, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna talk to him about that. Actually, I'll talk to him. Black character and TOGO's got my attention. Yes, we had no stands, but it was raw. It was raw. There was a lot of lore though. Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff here. Um, but yeah, as much as that part caught me off guard completely, the Hugo stuff like was funny. Do you think all the people with powers are his powers are text and the others are actually people? It's been like one of the things I've been trying to like figure out so much. Like personally, Sarade, I'm probably more so in the camp that his only legitimate child that he sired, I think, is with Eurasia. I think N is his only kid. But I'm not sure how that would work because she's a Zahard princess. We gotta talk about her, by the way, and whatnot. It's so hard to say, but I'm starting to think most of his families are scriptures, but as a scripture, he can also bless you with one of his like personality characteristics, like Dumas or Mikkel, and that makes you even more powerful and more connected to him. There was that one dude that was with Dumas with the lighthouse that Bam had to kind of break through the barrier a little bit more, and he said the tower is more vast than you really think. And when he brought the thing to Gustang, he returned to the book. I think a lot of them are like that. But then you have like Pobadao Ha Mate. So he's half Ha. Like he's got to be real. The doper, the guy with the staff who fought Zamzam, Mosquito, Mr. Mosby from the hotel. So I think some of them have to be real, but it's just so hard for me to discern because I don't think I have enough information to work with yet. But yeah. So Gusting was a freaky frog pre-Mikkel? I don't know. Oh, that's the other theory. Yeah. It could have been that before we got with Eurasia, he was out here clapping buns and then having children and with her maybe at his last or his most meaningful child. I would have loved to see Blossom revealed this week, but I believe there's a reason why he's holding off. I don't think he's ready to reveal what every family head looks like in this flashback. I don't think he's going to do it. I think the only one he needs to just do, in my opinion, and I think it's fine, is Yurin. We already know she looks like Yuri. Just do it. Just show us Yuri. How do you guys feel about Zahar's fit? Did his fit move you guys? Can I find that? I feel like I put it in one of these folders here. Yeah, there it is. Did you guys like this fit? Was it moving y'all? Or nah? Dollar store Gilgamesh fit. Just bare feet on the throne. Where your kicks at? Kick game Nike. Hold on. I think the scriptures are actual people that can have children like humans, but the main members of the family are in these scriptures. Okay, that's fair. I think Mate was just adopted into the Pobedov family, just like Traumare wanted to adopt Bam into his family. And I guess the same way you could say Traumare had blessed certain people, I think, with the Lopobia name, but didn't give it to Lopobia Yasracha, Jesus Christ, became Lopobia Yasracha, but Wang's kids or whatever, they were Bay Lords. He never gave them their name. So you could be right. Maybe he was just adopted. Why you got no shoes on? I don't know. Just bare feet on the throne? I don't know. That nigga Zahard was in the palace in a sleepwear. That shit's not it. The throne crazy though. Bro got no motion. He needs a new wardrobe. He looking like Caesar. You see your wreck with some fourth. Zahard a foot dragger. The fit made me take Zahard less seriously for some reason. That's hilarious to me. Because the shorts that he be having on when his knees are showing don't move me. The throne is hard, though. It is. It's clean. All right. Now, here's another part of the chapter that I think is essential. By the way, just for everybody who's here, I am going to do the Tower God YouTube stream tomorrow on Friday. I'm not going to work. I'm sick. I'll be home. So, we'll get that done tomorrow. That'll be Friday's video. And probably finding Arlene's pocket think floor of that. Think what Garam was saying or whatever the case, perhaps, or just finding out the truth in some capacity, and saying the red dump, the dumpster, like that. Like you're supposed to be the smartest person in the tower. You don't know about this, but and him be like, what are you talking about? She's like, yo, I cannot follow him anymore. I can't do this. The king locked himself in the dumpster. I want you guys to tell me how you interpreted that before I get to my next lap. First lap, lap 1. You got 3 laps. How did you interpret the king put himself in there? Do you think that's connected to Karaka, Wagnang, the boss, and or the captain? Do you think he's legitimately like in there actually, like literally? Or is it more so like it's more metaphorical and symbolic and not literal? Like what are we thinking? I'm sorry if I sound like absolute death, bro. I know I look like it. How many pieces of Zahar were put in that dump? I did not expect to get end dialogue, neither did I. I was thinking if Gustang does die, he will create a final will and testament that will manifest into a scripture person, maybe carrying out one of the final missions or fulfilling any regrets. For example, seeing or freeing N or something else. I feel it. Zahar threw himself in the garbage. He said, I'm mid. In the trash I go. There's Ragnar, Karaka, the boss, the captain. Those are all different pieces of Zahar from different eras. Wagner and Karaka boss. I forgot to read the other translation this week. I need to make sure I understand the red trash can part correctly. Yeah, go ahead and do that. These flashbacks are way, way better than this fight between them. I actually kind of agree. There's all just been cool things that happened. Like the 3-dimensional time-space rift disconnect. And like the Prometheus fire and stuff. I think it's the most definitely connected to the boss and possibly even Wagner and Karaka if this is the red light district. I think he split off the undesirable piece of himself. How many pieces do you think there are? I think presently, if you ask me, Karaka, Wagner, the boss, the captain, so 4. He's Naraku from Inuyasha. You hate to see it. Naraku is one of the worst antagonists I've ever had the displeasure of having to experience. Even though I do not dislike Inuyasha, because Shishomaru is raw as hell. But, yeah. 1 piece for each eye, maybe. How many princes do you think there are? You think 3? 3 makes sense with the eye thing. Because, like, what does the eye really mean? The 3 eyes. And he's always wearing that, like, sleep eye mask thing over his eyes, too, right? I do believe the rings they have is that key or a part of it. Oh, the Fitbit, too, that he got back. Is that, like, part of the red dump shit? Because they said they would hide it somewhere where they couldn't even remember it was really there. And that's the hidden floor. Because you can't talk about the hidden floor after you leave it or whatnot. Stay with me now. What if there's many princes as there are rings as a princesses? So 13? No, sorry, 13 is crazy. I think of the 13-month series. My bad. That's interesting. If it's true that if that's true and Wagner and Karaka are part from discarded, then which part are them are they supposed to be? That's actually a great question. Because you could argue that Karaka and Wagner in some ways have a similar gimmick of like unkillable, hard to kill, immortality. Wagner heals really fast, and with Karaka's spells and whatnot, infinite past lives. But they're so different in terms of personality. It's a good question. It's a good question. Did I miss anything? Also, Zahar could not be in the dump currently as the end scene is in the past. True. I think Wagner is Jihad's first and purest adventurer persona. The Fitbit opened up the red dump, but Zahar could have been in there doing some experiments and Ish to create children, which is where the boss, Wagner, and the captain come from. He didn't seem particularly adventurous to me, just a good guy. Also, I'm pretty sure the Fitbit was just the key to the dump. Same. I'm trying to think that too, maybe. But maybe it's a elevated significance. Wagner is the innocent one. Maybe Karaka is the wrath he held by himself. If you think about it, you'll realize the king was always referred to as the fake, like when Enryu called him the false king, and when anyone's data talked about him in the data floor. It's a good point. It feels like Zahard has discarded everything he deems unnecessary for a king. The Zahard we see on the throne in this chapter gives off a completely different vibe from the one we saw on the hidden floor. That's what I'm saying, though. I got no idea what part possibly would Wagner and Karaka be, so I'm not really sure they're a part of him. Also, if they were, would he just leave them be? I'm not sure how it works. Maybe the princess each represent him at different stages in his climb. Maybe after big changes, Wagner being the youngest version of him. That's interesting. So more of a time thing, like younger I don't know, adolescent, young adult to adult. Wagnang is probably Jihad's pure intentions, like the piece Jihad, more like Bam. That's why I said different eras. Okay, I think that makes sense. I just thought that was intriguing, personally speaking. I would think it's part of his personality that he discarded. Okay, so like an emotion and memory and stuff like that. All right, all right. So that was lap one. You can still keep talking about it. Give me your thoughts about Zahard himself being in the dump and he himself being there. But there's another part about this that I really want to talk about because I think I'm starting to really resonate emotionally a lot more with Gustang. I always, out of all the family heads that we really saw and had like revealed properly, Gustang has always been like kind of my favorite. But I wasn't like a Gustang stan in that sense. If that makes sense. Like I like Gustang. I always liked it. Thought he was cool. But I think I'm starting to understand him better. And I think the part that resonated with me so much this chapter, and let me know if you guys felt the same, is when he's thinking about all of his mistakes. And there's one point where he's like, I ran away. Is this the first time I did it? Or the second time? Like, he's so smart and locked in with himself and how he is to some degree that he even was like, this might not even be the first time I've done this because he can't even remember because he's been removing and discarding so many memories. So he's like, is this even the first time I did this? I almost had like a how many times Gustang, not a Nata level like that, but I was like, damn, that's some serious self-awareness. Like I really like that line. The line about N2 was profound, but I think we could all tell he feels really poorly or bad about her getting permanently punished or whatever the case may be. But him being like, how many times have I even done this? That was crazy to me. And Trauma Ray also calling out his real personality and attention, saying that you, deep down, does not want to punish Eurasia Blossom because some insignificant creatures had, I had basically called for her to be punished. I also wonder if it could relate to his 3-eye power. It could be multiple paths of him. The boss might be the most violent part of Jihad then. Basically, the red dump is... The red sum issues. What the F is that? How you cooking? The boss is probably the adventurer Jihad, kind of like he was in the hidden floor. There's a boss and the captain. So there are four known princes we know about that, yes. Also, at the end of the season 2, chapter 337, Rachel had 2 bracelets and the ring, and Gustang said thank you for the 3 gifts. So what do you think of this? Bam was in one of the cracks in the tower, and Rachel was able to reach him because she had the bracelet and the key to Bam's crack. That's interesting as fuck. And I like it. It was interesting that Jihad was surprised by Gustang wanting to put history in the red dump. He's like, history is welcome. And we know they did it for Ameus. And this had to be way after that. Yeah, it did. It did, but it was honestly like a lot of good stuff there. Like I just thought like Gustang's character is getting fleshed out more, and they're starting to see how guilty he might be feeling about how things have played out. I'm being told that I'm quiet, but I actually did fix the gain, but I cannot project my voice. It hurts to talk. It hurts so fucking much. It's so painful. Every word hurts. Every time I swallow, it hurts. Wagner is a good guy, so he could be mainly the good parts of him. That would make him feel guilt for all the things that he does, so he removed them. I don't know. Doesn't seem specific at all. It's funny. My throat was hurting and a little headache today for like 2 days. I've had a headache for like 4 days. Continuous. I had a migraine last night, but yeah, great chapter though. I think honestly, my favorite panel is actually. Hold on, I'm gonna get it for y'all. My favorite. I want to know what your guys' favorite panel was, if you can remember or you can find it. But my favorite panel, I kind of have a 3-way tie. It's this one. Eurasia Blossom killed them. The family leader Blossom killed them all. That one I like a lot. The other one is actually the picture of the red dump. I think this looks cool as fuck. Honestly, if I'm being quite honest, this looks like something I'd see in Kubera, One Last God. I really like that. And then the one with all of them walking, and you can see Ha Urine in the back, and then somebody in the front here, and Ha Urine is. Oh, well, I cut her off accidentally. Sorry, but she's back there. This panel was hard. This panel was hard. My favorite panel was that of the family has leaving the dump, the Brahma panel. was it explained why Blossom sleeps all the time? I don't. Oh my God! Thank you for bringing that up, bro. Thank you. Oh, I would have forgot about this. She was in a bunch. So when we saw Eurasia Blossom, she was under the covers and she was covered up and in a bed. Remember, the Fonsecal family is a branch of that family. And what do they always do? Sleep. So the original sleep gimmick or reading Shinsu in your sleep, and there was a line about her having the most emotions out of the family heads because she spends a lot of time dreaming. She's the original sleepy baby. That is God's sleepiest soldier. It's Eurasia Blossom. And the Fonsecal family has that gimmick in some capacity. I'm so fucking happy you brought that up because I would have forgotten. I would have hated myself for that. Thank you. So that's what it is. I just think that when you see Young Sleep, King Sleep, Miss Sleep, so Irure, Drac? Was his name Drac? Shit. What was the green hair guy's name that came at the last station? And Lore. That's Eurasia's gimmick, bro. She be sleeping. So yeah. Have we never seen a? I don't recall ever seeing a Eurasia. We even seen a Hendo family member. I don't think we've seen one for Eurasia Blossom. Reminds me of the line on Bam. Them pigtails outside. The last one was hard as F. Seeing the red dump reminded me of seeing the floor of death for the first time. The Dream World stuff was also fire. Yes, it was. Eurasia Dream World arc coming in 2030. Have we never? Yeah. I wonder if the family members could meet each other in those dream worlds, or it's all individual places. That'd be interesting. What's his name though? The first Fonseca guy we see. Yeah, Lore or some shit. He seems quite mature to me, though. Doesn't seem emotionally undeveloped compared to his peers. Lore is fire. Yeah, Lore is Drac with the green hair, and Irure or Miss Cherry. The panel showing Gustang following Tron with that massive cape is fire. Fonse called Drac. That's what it was. Yeah, so I was right. It was Drac. But yeah. All right, guys. Maybe the Eurasia family owns a hidden floor type area in the dream floor. The pillow guy, oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the sleepiness, I think that's where it originated from. So yeah. You guys can hear the ice cream truck for real? Actually, it's right outside my. God damn it! I don't even need this on anymore. Look at my pee pee. Hello. Loud as hell, bro. Yeah, just based on a few people from the family, we sleep, that sleep, don't seem undeveloped to me emotionally, but can't be Blossom family specific. It was stated that because she sleeps too much. Yeah, I think I don't know. We have to see because I feel like maybe she's the one that has kept the most of herself and her emotions and whatnot, based on what we've seen and what we know. But that remains to be seen. I promise you guys, tomorrow, hopefully I feel a lot better. We're going to do the Tower God discussion on YouTube specifically. I am actually going to chop up the Kubera part and probably release it on Saturday just for some other people and whatnot. But I want to go lie down. My head's starting to hurt a lot. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not going to work. I'll be home. I promise. I'll stream tomorrow. I'll be there. So you guys be safe. Oh, no. Tell me what your favorite piece of dialogue and what you rated the chapter was before I go. I gave it 8.5 to a 9. I wonder how that relationship even worked between Gustang and Blossom. I want to see it too. I'm just wondering why you didn't just make the other sleepier Fs somewhat more undeveloped though, so it makes more sense. It was hinted that way. Well, I feel like what Eurasia does in her sleep is completely different in terms of levels. to what the Fonseca family does. I know they could read Shinshu in her sleep, but I almost feel like she could do something that's just a next level, other than just reading Shinsu. You know. And my favorite piece of dialogue was Gustang saying, "How many times have I done this? If I've done it more than once." That was my favorite piece of dialogue. That truly moved me. 9.5, 8.5, 9.5. Hope as you keep going, keep them coming. Trom telling Gustang, "You need to be like me and Zahard. We don't need them people at the bottom." He said, "Fly higher. Get away from the miasma down here that makes you sick. You need the fresh air. Higher and higher and higher. Fly." Favorite dialogue was Gustang's narration the flashback, and I'll give it a 9. 9 and end dialogue to Gustang. What a pity from Traumary was funny. I want to discard history panel was the hardest panel to me. I'm not mad at it. Do you think we're getting a proper end reveal this arc? I don't. I think we'll see how you're in though. Also, what a pity was Fire, not gonna lie. Yeah. He did not. He was like, whatever. And Gustang was even saying, I feel like he had a feeling this would happen and didn't really care. And apparently he rushed it. Because the idea was to create these immortal soldiers who were happy to be immortal within the Shinwan Ryu, and they were like, couldn't even keep their form and writhed in agony and pain like they were beasts. Traumray brought that bug mask over the last 1,000 years. Bro's not smelling the poor. I think Gustang and Traumray both end up at this arc. You know, it's so funny you say that, because I'm starting to think they're both going to go out now. I actually do. I think I've switched my mind a little bit, but we'll have to see. Just leaving when he saw it messed up is funny. But you guys take care. Tomorrow, when I'll tweet and tell you on Discord and give you an idea, and maybe I'll do a post. Oh, that's the last thing I want to do. Cayenne game. I think it was no. Let me make sure. Let me just make sure it's the right person. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me one more second. Because this is. By the way, guys, Tower of God New World dropped the Trauma Ray. It was you. So Cayenne gave me this idea, which I think is really great. So speaking of what we saw of that, I saw a video on JJK, the main cast said they climbed Tower of God. I was trying blah blah blah. I don't know the idea. Blah blah blah. So basically, the idea is, I would take a character like Gon from Hunter x Hunter, Luffy from One Piece or whatever, and they would be the irregular in the tower, I guess, instead of Bam or something. And then I would try to, Mom, I'm on TV, and I would try to predict how the journey would go with them. I think this is a good idea, and I genuinely want to try it. But what I want you guys to do is think of characters you would want to see me talk about in this light. So I might give you a list of characters or make like a poll or something soon. So just be on the lookout for that. This sounds like a really fun idea. I'm down to do it. Ichigo soloing the tower. Lee's Ananta. Oh boy. The Great Snake. Then I'm gonna show you guys this if you haven't seen it, and then let's call it there it is. Because I don't know if you guys seen this, but it was pretty cool. Come take a gander.
사랑에 빠진 자가 날 배신하는 건 아주 익숙한 일이라. 여긴 너무 춥고 밝아. 나의 것이 되어. 제멋대로인 생명들의 모든 감정과 생각까지 내 마음대로 바꿀 수 있다면 다시는 내 손에 들어온 어떤 존재도 날 떠날 수 없게 하겠어.
I feel like the mask is filtering his voice. So if he took it off, he'd sound normal.
이제부터 내가 정한 것이 너의 운명이다.
Join my family, Irregular. I claim you.
나는 만물을 지배할 자. 나를 받아들여라.
New world. Play now.
So yeah. His English voice is fire. Darth Breeder is here. Yeah, he doesn't sound bad in English. I think he sounds a little better. But alright guys, tomorrow. YouTube, be there. Or be square. Thank you guys. I need to lie down.